Welcome to Argentina.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I want to know how you feel being in Ubisoft. You are like 10 years in Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's been 10 years in Ubisoft, and what's really exciting in Ubisoft is that you get to work on very different projects. When I started 10 years ago, I was on Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
Yes.
So I was already on Ghost Recon. And then I got the chance to work on Just Dance, which was lots of fun, lots of dancing also. And like working on Ghost Recon Wildlands is really exciting because it's really the biggest open world that we've ever done in Ubisoft, and it's a really different way to imagine your job as a designer. You're more like creating an amusement park than like writing a movie or exactly saying how the players will do play at one moment to another moment. And being surprised by the players is very exciting.
What the problems you found in the design of the map? It's the extensive map.
Yeah, it's a huge
Ubisoft
world.
games.
Well, what we realized is that we couldn't do everything by hand, so we had to work with procedural tools to generate the world, and we wanted it to feel as true as possible. So we really studied a lot Bolivia. We went there, we spent 2 weeks there, just like taking pictures, really immersing ourselves in the atmosphere, meeting people, and trying to reproduce it. And then, thanks to that, we have been able to spend lots of time creating this world and making sure that it felt as true as possible. And we are really happy with the results.
Okay. Why Bolivia and all the drug dealers team? You know, it's very controversial.
Well, actually, it's Bolivia is a country that we chose because of the landscapes, because it was very varied and it let us have lots of environments. And so obviously we're talking about a very difficult matter with the drug cartels, but it's not targeted towards Bolivia. Actually, in the story, it's a Mexican drug cartel that took over Bolivia and turned it into a narco state. And your job as a ghost is to destabilize this drug cartel, being an underdog behind enemy lines.
Santa Blanca.
Yes, Santa Blanca drug cartel.
Okay. Other thing that we see in the trailers is the religious part of South America. It's
Yes.
topic. It's very important.
Yeah.
In South America.
So here the Santa Blanca drug cartel is controlling the religion in our game that's called the Santa Muerte. And it's a religion where they promise all the narcos like a better life once they will be dead. So they are not afraid at all of fighting, and that makes them very dangerous.
And about the gameplay, how we play the multiplayer, it's like a player you can make orders to the other players, but in the multiplayer you are a captain or you can command others.
There is nothing such as captain. What we wanted to do when we decided to go co-op with this game is that we wanted to put nothing between the player and the game. So it means that in terms of progression, for example, even if you've played on your side and I've played on my side and we decide to play all together after that, we can keep our progression. So it's not like you're going in my game or I'm going in yours. It's really like we're sharing this world and we're sharing our progression. And even in terms of difficulty, each player can choose his own difficulty. So if you wanted to play in a very difficult mode and myself I want to play in easy, it's totally possible. That's a way for us to let players play from the beginning to the end all together whenever they want.
Okay. The last question I have to you: if you can design another franchise from Ubisoft, what would that?
If I could myself design another franchise for Ubisoft, wow, that's the first time I have this question.
Like Assassin's Creed, For Honor.
If I could work for another franchise, there are lots of franchises that I like a lot. Sure would love to work for something like Beyond Good and Evil, or Rayman, or Prince of Persia, or Splinter Cell, all those franchises. that we don't do currently, but that we really love, and that we would love to see come back once.
And the inspiration for the Ghost Recon?
Oh, there's lots of inspiration for the game. Obviously, since the Tom Clancy game, there is all the Tom Clancy books, but there's also plenty of literature around that, and we try to inspire as much as possible as from the real events in the game. Even if it's not a direct reference, there will be. You can see that there is the spirit of it in Ghost Recon.
Okay. Thank you for
Thank you
your
very
time.
much.